All right. So you have to after you put in your motors and your wheels and your wheel mounts, and you have a body, you're left with this shape that looks like this. So you have to decide your next step is whether you want a vertical weapon that looks like this. All right, where the weapon is standing up. All right, where this is standing up vertically, or you have to decide if you want a horizontal weapon that looks like this. All right, so I am going to design as if I'm making a horizontal like that. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a shape that comes off the front of your bot, kind of like a triangle-ish. All right, so your weapon could sit in the front of your bot and the blade has space to spin. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to create a sketch on the bottom of this face. So I click create sketch. I don't click on any of these orange things. I click on the face, the bottom face. And let me get rid of this data panel. And I want to make a triangle off the front of this. But the easiest way to do this is to find the middle point in your front face. And the way you do that is you'll notice a triangle pops up. So if I move and a triangle pops up, good, I'm in the middle. So I'm going to create a line that goes from here straight up. How far? I don't really know. It should look like something like that. I think that was around 80. And we'll bring this to the corner right here. I'm going to bring another line from the tip to the corner, make sure it locks in. Okay, I don't need to hit finish sketch. I could just hit E for extrude. So I'm going to hit E for extrude. I'm going to highlight these two faces. I'm going to change my view always. Alright, and I'm going to drag this up so it starts to make a body. Alright, so it's going to be minus. So we don't want it minus 10. I think that's too big. I think a minus 8 is good enough. So it should look something like that. Alright, let's see what minus 7 looks like. Yeah, I think actually minus 7 is cool too. Alright. So we did a 7mm thick base plate for your weapon. I mean, it should be on join. Okay. Now you have to put in a weapon motor. So I'm going to go to robot parts. Go all the way down to your weapon motor. Right here, I could drag it in, or I could right click and do insert into current design. And here it is. I'm going to close my data panel. Alright. So it should already be sitting in the middle. So what you just got to do is lift it up and rotate it to the perspective that you want, right? So I'm going to lift it up a little bit. I want this little nub and these 4 holes on the bottom of this face. So I'm going to drag this circle and rotate it 90 degrees, or in this case, negative 90. Not 95, not 85, 90, always 90. Excuse the noise, I'm in a very noisy library. Alright, now you see that it's too high, right? So I have to lower it to the tip of this thing, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this forward, right? Until it's around there. Okay, and again, it's still too high. We'll fix that in a second, but I have it as far in the front as I want it. Alright, I'm actually going to rotate it by hovering over the view cube, and then we'll rotate it like this, the view at least. The way I'm dragging this around is I'm clicking and holding the mouse wheel. Alright, that changes, that allows you to kind of drag the canvas. So anyway, I moved it to the position I want to move it, and for now I'm just going to hit OK to move. It's OK to be done. Okay. So now I'm going to create a sketch on this top face of your triangle, and I'm going to create a point that I could point this down. Okay. Or, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you something different. All right, we've already done enough point to point. So I'm actually going to hit escape because I hit create sketch. And escape is the button in the top left of your keyboard. I'm going to measure how far this face is from this face. All right, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to click on this ruler that says measure. Or I can hit I on my keyboard. I'm going to hit measure. And I'm going to click on this top face right here. I'm going to change my view. And I'm going to click on the bottom face of this motor. And you see the number right there. It actually tells you in the box too. It tells you the distance. 50.613. That's what it is for me. All right, I have to remember that number. Right, 50.613. For you, it's going to be different, most likely. All right. So remember 50.613. All right. So now what I gotta do is I gotta move this down 50.613. So I'm gonna find it in my browser list. See this list over here? I'm gonna right click on it in the list. You only always right click on things when you want to move them from the list, not the actual thing itself. So I'm gonna go to move copy, and I'm going to drag this down and see the number changing. I'm just gonna type in 50.613. I think it was. I'm gonna hit OK, and now it is sitting where I need it to be. All right. And then I'm going to put a weapon on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, go to the Antweight folder. I'm going to go up to the weapons in this folder. And I'm going to go for the biggest one. The biggest one is this weapon horizontal bar 126 millimeter. So I'm going to right click on it, do insert into current design. Alright, I'm going to lift it up. I always lift it up so I can see the thing. But I need this hole over this hole, so this needs to be rotated, right? So I'm going to drag the circle, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. It might say negative 90, that is fine. And then while I'm still in free move, yeah, I could drag it if I want to with the arrows. Alright, but I can't get it accurate, right? So I got to point to point it. So I'm going to click on point to point. Again, I just want this circle to match up with this circle. So I'm going to point to point the center of this hole. So again, I hover over a blank space on this flat face, hold down control, click on the center, and I'm just gonna, any of these faces work. So it could be this face, it could be this face, it doesn't matter as long as it's the center. I'll hold down control, click on the center there. Now it matched, but I'm not done. I want to slide this down so it's over the silver. And if I zoom in, watch this, if I zoom out and I try to move it, it is going to move too much. Alright? The more I zoom in, the less it'll move. The more precise it is. It's moving by 1 millimeter increments, which is what I want. That looks good. Alright, you see how there's this little sliver of silver right here? And a little sliver of silver up here. That is good. That's where your weapon is going to sit. Alright, and I'm going to hit OK. Final step, at least for now, is you got to make the holes on this bottom part. Alright, so I'm actually going to get rid of the bodies by clicking on the eyeball next to bodies. I'm going to create a sketch on this face. Create a sketch. Click on this face. I always hit capture position. And I'm going to make some holes, but they're going to be 3.5 around these circles. So 3.5. Actually, I'm going to do 3.2. 3.2. 3.2. Hit enter. Hit C for circle. Move the mouse a little bit. Type in 3.2. Hit enter to be done with that one. Hit C for circle again. Hover over this. Move the mouse. Type in 3.2. Hit enter. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to select this whole circle that I just made, this 3.2 circle. So I'm going to hover my mouse here, hold down control, I'll click on the center of the circle. Now I'm not clicking on this dot. Now I'm not clicking on this line. I'm clicking on the space in between. I'm gonna let go of control and move over here. Again, I'm not clicking on edges. I'm clicking on the space in between. So hover here, hold down control, click this, drag it over by clicking the mouse wheel, hold down control, click this in this space, click that in that space, hold down control, click in this space, click in this space. So I got all 4 circles highlighted. And now I'm gonna hit E for extrude. Alright, now I'm ready to extrude, but I have no body to extrude it from, so I'm going to bring back my body by clicking on the eyeball. I'm just going to drag my arrow down so it cuts through this bottom triangle thing. Okay? And I'm going to hit OK. Alright. Now, one more thing. You need, I know this is a longer video than I expected, sorry. See this little nub right here? You gotta make a hole for it, alright? So you are going to get rid of your weapon motor and your weapon. So I'm gonna click on the eyeballs to them so they disappear. Alright, I'm gonna create a sketch on the top face of this. And I'm going to make a circle right here and extrude it down just a little bit. So I'll make a line from the middle of this circle to the middle of that circle. I'm going to hit escape because it's going to try to make another line. Hit escape. Again, that's the key on the top left corner of your keyboard. And I'm going to click circle. I'm going to move my mouse along this line and try to find the middle, and the triangle should pop up. I'm going to click to make a circle. And this circle could be 6 millimeters wide. Okay? I need you to extrude that down 3 millimeters. So I'm going to hit E for extrude. I'm going to click on this half of the circle, hold down control, click on that half of the circle, and I'm going to drag it down -3. See, it says -3. I'm going to hit OK. What that allows for the butt of the motor, that little bump, to sit in. Okay. And I'm going to bring back the weapon. And for now, I am done.